Hello everyone, myself Amruta Patil, lecturer of Computer Science Department, Arihant Arts, Commerce and Science Junior College, Bowdhan, Pune. Today I am going to give a session on interrupts and addressing modes of 8085. Firstly, we'll look after what is interrupts. It is an input signal which stops the current execution and transfers to specific special routine known as ISR, that is interrupt service routine. After ISR, it returns to the main program. So we'll just look into the figure of idea of ISR. In the first, we can see this is the main program that is running, executing, and suddenly an interrupt occurs. It may be a software interrupt or a hardware interrupt which occurs over in between the main program, and suddenly when the interrupt occurs, the execution moves on to the ISR, that is the interrupt service routine, and when the interrupt service routine finishes, it returns to the main program. So what are the types of interrupts? There are two types, software interrupts and hardware interrupts. Firstly, we'll go through what is software interrupts. A software interrupt is a particular instruction that can be inserted into the desired location into the program. There are 8 software interrupts in 8085 microprocessor particularly. Those are RST0 to RST7. Now, how the calculation of these vector addresses takes place? We can calculate the vector address of these interrupts using the formula given below. So how is the vector address calculated is, we take the software interrupt and multiply it with 8. So for example, RST2, the vector address is calculated by multiplying it with 2, that is 16. RST1, multiplying it with 8, that is 08. Similarly, RST3 vector address is 24. Next, we'll move through what is hardware interrupt. Hardware interrupts are generated by hardware devices or maybe peripheral devices when something unusual happens. For example, what happens is key press or a mouse move or any other action taking place. There are two types, categories of hardware interrupts, maskable interrupt and non-maskable interrupt. Maskable means what? Those interrupts which can be disabled or ignored by the microprocessor once they occur. Non-maskable means these interrupts which cannot be disabled or ignored by the microprocessor. The microprocessor has to attend this interrupt. In 8085 we have 5 interrupts. The names of the interrupts and the priority is given. There are 5 types: trap RST 4.5, RST 7.5, RST 6.5, RST 5.5, and the last one is INTR. So the priority of trap, that is RST 4.5, is highest and INTR is lowest. The trap RST 4.5 is non-maskable and the other are maskable. So what is this non-maskable trap is, when it occurs, it cannot be disabled or it cannot be ignored by the microprocessor. Similarly, these other 4 interrupts are maskable, that is they can be disabled or ignored by the microprocessor. So let's move on to interrupt procedure. What actually happens when an interrupt occurs in a microprocessor? First step is, an IO device sends an interrupt signal to the microprocessor to indicate that the data is ready for input. Then microprocessor temporarily stops what it is doing and sends the interrupt acknowledgement. Then third step is, microprocessor stores the contents of micro program counter into the stack and address of that stack into the stack pointer. So fourth step is, microprocessor inputs the data from the device and lastly it returns to the main program. Next we'll move through what is an instruction. Basically an instruction is a command. It is given to the microprocessor to perform a given operation on a specified data. So there are two parts of this instruction. First is the opcode part and the second is the operand part of the instruction. Operation code means what? Opcode. It specifies what operation to be performed, and the data which is given to be operated, it is called the operand. For example, we can see MOV A, B, that is MOV is move is opcode and A and B are the operands. Addressing modes of 8085. Now what is basically an addressing mode? There are various ways of specifying the operands for an instructions, that is called as an addressing mode. The method by which the address of source of data or address of destination of result is given in the instruction, it is called as an addressing mode. The term addressing mode refers to the way in which the operand of the instruction is specified. So finally, we can illustrate in each instruction the programmer has to specify these three things. What are these three things? The operation to be performed, address of the source data, address of the destination of the result. So next we'll move on. What are the types of addressing modes? Intel 8085 specially uses the following addressing modes. You can see here addressing modes are of 5 types. First is immediate addressing mode, next register addressing mode, third one is direct addressing mode, fourth one is register indirect addressing mode, and the last one is implied addressing mode. One by one we will be studying in detail. The first one is immediate addressing mode. In 8085, the I letter falls under this category. Letter I indicates immediate addressing mode. Here the data, that is the operand, is directly transferred to the register. 1 or 2 bytes of instructions can be used here in this addressing mode. The data can be either 8-bit or 16-bit. If the immediate data is 16-bit, the instruction is of 3 bytes. Now for example, for immediate addressing mode, MVI A20H, H is hex. It moves 8-bit immediate data, that is 20H, which is specified into the accumulator. ACI 66H, that is add 66H, that is the immediate data given here 66H to the accumulator with carry. The letter I is specified here, that means immediate addressing mode. Next is register addressing mode. In 8085, the register addressing mode specifies the source operand, destination operand, or both to be contained in an 8085 register. This results in faster execution because it is not necessary to access memory locations for operands. These addressing mode have single byte instructions. Register to register or accumulator to register transfer takes place in this particular register addressing mode. What are the examples are MOV AB. What this instruction does is it moves the contents of register B into accumulator A. The transfer or the movement of the contents takes place from B to A. Next example is add C. Add the contents of register C to accumulator. Next is direct addressing mode. This specifies the 16-bit address of the operand within the instruction itself. The second and the third bytes of instruction contain 16-bit address. These are 3-byte instructions. The address of the operand is available in the instruction itself. What are the examples of direct addressing mode? STA 8000H. STA means store. Store the contents of the accumulator in the location 8000H. Here storing, that is store means the contents of the accumulator are moving to the location specified with the instruction, that is 8000H. Next example is LDA 06C2H. Now here load the accumulator contents. Load the accumulator with the contents of 06 C to H. Storing means the movement goes from accumulator to the memory location. Loading means the contents of the memory location goes to the accumulator. Register indirect addressing mode. In 8085, the 16-bit address location of the operand stored in a register pair HL is given in the instruction. The address of the operand is given in an indirect way with the help of a register pair. So it is called register indirect addressing mode. It is always a 1-byte instruction. We can see the example move MA. What it does is it moves the contents of the accumulator into the memory location M pointed by the HL register pair. Next example is add M. Adds the contents of the memory whose address is stored in the HL pair to the accumulator. Last one is implied or implicit addressing mode. Here the opcode specifies the address of the operands. This mode doesn't require any operand. These are 1-byte instructions and many instructions are of logical group. Address of the data is contained with opcode itself, hence operand is absent. We can see the example CMA. It complements the contents of the accumulator. That means whatever contents are present in the accumulator, the complement takes place after the instruction is specified. RRC means what? Rotate accumulator to right. That means whatever contents are present in the accumulator, the contents are shifted towards right. Thank you.